And they were all really excited, and like so many of them came up and said, "We've seen you every year since pre-K," and that matters, you know?
She travels all over the country with her stuff in this treasure chest. Hello and welcome to Florida Focus. I'm Cheyenne Pagan. According to state testing data, thousands of Hillsborough school children struggle to read. Reporter Rebecca Lee introduces us to a woman who gives kids brand new books for free.
18 years ago, Jennifer Francis set out to get books into the hands of children. This was the beginning of Bess the Book Bus, and now she travels the country.
What I want to make sure that kids have is the ability to come on board the book bus, choose something that they think is fun to read, that appeals to them.
That choice leads to a sense of ownership.
And they start reading it before they get off the bus. And I think that helps in a child or person in general identifying themselves as a reader.
Sometimes children volunteer with the book bus once they're older because she's impacted their lives so much.
One day his mom brought him over to my house because she knew where I lived and wanted to talk to him about reading because he was having a really hard time with it. And his teachers thought he actually was having actual troubles with the mechanics of reading. And so I let him on the bus and he picked out some things he liked. It was James Patterson books, I remember that, and he just got hooked. And from then on, he was just a voracious reader. And when he turned 18, he actually came and volunteered with me.
Francis focuses on schools that don't have the best access to libraries.
A lot of our schools don't have libraries anymore, or they share a librarian.
Schools that don't have sufficient libraries are often in impoverished areas. The National Center for Children in Poverty's research shows that 42% of the nation's families can't afford to buy books.
A lot of these kids have suffered through a pretty good deal of trauma and some really hard circumstances. So, you're supposed to be going into a tough situation, which I've never found to really be the case. Kids are kids and they just want to be seen and heard and listened to.
The book bus depends on the generosity of many to get the books in the hands of the children.
They got to choose their book, and it's absolutely free. It's free to the school, it's free to the children.
Francis's mission is to build home libraries. She has already donated 50,000 books to kids in more than 30 states around the country. From Florida Focus, I'm Rebecca Lee.
The National Literacy Trust found that children who have their own books were 3 times more likely to read above the level expected for their age. That's all we have for Florida Focus. Thank you for watching.